Welcome to Will It Build, the series where I take your builds from my YouTube comments and Discord server and put them to the test to see if they are the real deal. If it's solid, then I'll gift you 1,000 silver, and if it's really something special, you'll be featured in a dedicated build video for your submitted build. So comment yours below so we can answer the question, will it build? Welcome to another episode of Will It Build, your favorite build series on YouTube. Today we are doing something a little special where I am trying out something that I have just been hearing musings and rumors about on the internet. I've been hearing a lot of talk about Graviton, Lance, and Onslaught, and I wanted to give it an honest test and get this video out as soon as possible through a Will It Build medium so that if it is actually indeed good, you guys know about it ASAP instead of me having to spend 2 to 3 days making a build video on it and editing it. So I'm going to walk you through it and then we'll hop in and see if it will in fact build. So of course we got Graviton, Lance, incredible, exotic, pulse rifle, technically pulse rifle, scout rifle, kind of a hybrid in the way it functions. Second shot of a burst rips a hole through space and time, doing high damage and recoil with no fall off. And the main perk here, Cosmology, where kills with this weapon cause enemy targets to detonate and spawn void projectiles that track targets. The AoE aspect of this weapon theoretically is going to be insane for dispatching packs of enemies. Now, I've also paired this with a disorienting grenade launcher to slow the pace of any non-champion, non-boss enemies like saboteurs or, any tanky enemies for that matter. And then I've also got the Commemoration machine gun with reconstruction and killing tally. I think you could totally go with a rocket for this build, but I went with Commemoration because we have gotten overcharged overcharged machine gun modifier, so that we're going to get a 25% bonus damage to machine gun damage. So I think that's going to feel spectacular with this build. Obviously, as you can see here, I've got the Orpheus Rig exotic boots, which when paired with the Deadfall Shadow Shot tether is ridiculous in Onslaught. I think it's probably one of the most powerful builds that I've seen. Provides ability energy for each target tethered by Deadfall anchors, which is important, right? You can get up to 50% of your super back. But what a lot of people don't know is that it also refunds the ability energy of all three of your basic abilities as well. Your grenade, your melee, and your class ability. As far as our subclass setup goes, I got Gambler's Dodge, I've got Scatter Grenade, I've got Trapper's Ambush, so that I do have a way to go invisible with my Smoke Bomb, and then of course I can use my Gambler's Dodge next to an enemy to go ahead and get my Smoke Bomb back. That's approximately 18 seconds of invisibility, I want to say. And then I've got Stylish Executioner as well, where defeating a weakened, suppressed, or volatile target grants invisibility and true sight. Every single tethered target that I defeat counts as a suppressed target and technically a weakened target as well, I believe. So I'll be going invisible every time I kill any enemy that's tethered, which is great. As far as my fragments go, I've got the Echo of Persistence, so that my invisibility and devour durations are increased. The Echo of Starvation, so I can get devour in the first place through Orbit Power pickup. The Echo of Reprisal, so that final blows when surrounded by combatants grant super energy, so we can have our tether up even more frequently. And then the Echo of Expulsion, so that void ability final blows cause targets to explode. As far as the mod setup goes, I'm going with a Harmonic Siphon on my helmet so that I generate orbs when I get multi-kills with both the Graviton, Lance, and my machine gun. Over here on the gloves, I've got a Firepower so that my Scatter Grenade final blows will generate an orb of power. Bolstering Detonation so I can get class ability energy back when I deal damage with my grenade, so I can more frequently use it to get my Smoke Bomb available so I can go invis in, dangerous situations. On the boots, I want Double Void Surge for a 17% weapon damage buff to my void weapons when I'm armored charged, which also stacks with that overcharge for the machine gun specifically. I've got Mini Chabs and RNGesus in here with me. We're going to rock and roll in the Legend variant of the Vostok Onslaught mode. Let's hop into Onslaught and answer the question, will it build? So already I like that we can play from a little bit further range than maybe we typically would with the submachine gun. And I know it's just a couple dregs out there, but... They not only can they not get to the ADU, they can't even get out of their spawn so far. And again, this is legend difficulty, right? This is not normal difficulty. Oh, we got some sky bombers as well. Let me see if I can... Okay, let's drop my tether kind of dead center. And remember, every time my tether links to new enemies, yes, it will give me super ability energy back, but it will also give me ability energy back to my other abilities. So if you look at my grenade is like continuously spiking up, not only because I'm getting kills while I have Devour, which gives me grenade energy for every kill that I get, but also just because when the tether grabs these enemies, you get bonus grenade energy. So I can continuously throw my grenade. I already have my tether back. I'm curious, can I just have my tether for the entire time, basically? If that is the case, I'm going to ask my editor to do a quick tether montage of like 0.5 seconds of me tethering on every single round.
No.
Okay, so let's try drop a little tether way out there. We'll go ahead and stick to everything. And already 50% of the way back, as expected. But the key, I mean, getting 50% of the way back is not particularly difficult because, you know, we've got the Orpheus rigs. So the real question is, how well can we get the other 50% back? Another Saboteur. Let's get the machine gun back out. Yeah, I like the Graviton Lance for like the squishy enemies that can easily like chain reaction blow up, and then I like breaking out the machine gun for those situations where we have like the Saboteurs, tankier enemies that get by. And I gotta remember, I can throw my grenade very frequently. Nice thing about Tether is they stun all overload champions that walk right into them. And I got the disorienting grenade launcher, shoot it at him, he can't even fire back. There's one dead. Disorienting. Heavy crate despawns. Despawns at the end of the buy phase. Ooh, prime tether position in my opinion right there, because it gets all the enemies that are going to run down here from the left side and all the enemies that'll run out of this pocket from the right. So these guys are a little too far back for it to get them, but that's okay because having the enemies too far back is not a huge issue. And scoop up all these orbs. Got my tether back already. I think I can probably take care of these mines with my invisibility, because I can just dive and go invis, run up here, use my gambler's dodge to get my smoke bomb back. I don't even really have to kill this guy. I can just sit here and capture. And then I'll leave him. We'll deal with him later. As long as the mine is disarmed, that's all I really care about. I know previously I said that I was curious if I was going to want to go with the Echo of Undermining, and that might still be a better call over the Echo of Expulsion. It's kind of tough to figure out whether or not, the thing I was talking about earlier where I was curious of whether or not the damage, the share damage from Tether would count as like void ability kills and thus make everything explode, because there's just like too many things going on. Everything's exploding no matter what. But I feel like I'm not really needing the Echo of Undermining all that much in terms of like proccing Stylish Executioner, because I literally always have my tether. Furthermore, if I don't have my tether and I do need to proc Stylish Executioner, I can always just like throw my smoke bomb at the enemy. My smoke bomb weakens them. Just throw my smoke bomb and that'll weaken them, and then I'm good. I'm gonna drop my tether dead center. And we're just gonna spray this dude with our machine gun. Oh my god, I almost have my tether back. And I bet if I shoot this guy with my Graviton Lance, because it's a primary ammo weapon and an exotic weapon, which both allow you to get bonus super energy when landing precision hits, just intrinsically through the game, I think I'll get even more super energy. I'm going to pull up here a little bit too and go invis to capture this reinforcement point. One of the big reasons I love invisibility for Onslaught is because you can do stuff like go invis and capture the mines, you can go invis and capture the like capture points that have the ammo crates. Just so much good stuff that invisibility is useful for here. We'll pull out the I'll pull out the machine gun. I want to try and kill 3 trash mobs real quick so I can get killing tally times 3. So I get that big damage buff on top of the double void surge, on top of the overcharge, and okay, I guess we'll just run down there. That's cool. Tormentor. I'm not too concerned. So while my teammates deal with the Tormentor and get his attention, I'm just going to come back here and see if I can solo these enemies back here, which I feel like I should be able to. I almost have my tether back. Let's throw down a second one. I literally have 2 tethers on the field right now. Oh my god. Yeah, Tormentor waves are tough. Not when you can just put 2 tethers down on both of the spawns for that wave, and right, I almost have my tether back already. Killed pretty much all but 4 enemies. That gave my 2 teammates the opportunity to 100% focus all of their energy on the Tormentor. So in a way, this is going to sound kind of convoluted, but your tether kind of works like a dome of cover, because if an enemy is close enough to you to be in your tether, then they're not going to be shooting at you because they're tethered. Tethered enemies are suppressed. Obviously, if it's like a boss enemy, then it's different, but you get what I mean. We have some enemies behind us, so let me pull this out. I'm gonna try and take them out so they're not sitting on top of our ADU. Looks like we're fine. We got that shank right there. Yep, and I'd say we're good. And then my tether, oh my god, look at everything. I have another tether as well. There's just a couple stragglers trying to make it past. We're not doing a very good job. Get the grenade off. Here's perfect time for the machine gun. This is literally what I brought the machine gun for. And people who have played Legend Onslaught knows how tanky that shielded Sky Bomber is. So the fact that we nuked him that quickly is pretty crazy. Wow. Graviton Lance is blowing up everything past the wall that I don't even need to use my tether. I had a feeling Graviton Lance was going to be good. I didn't think it was going to be this good. Demolitionists. Okay, this is something I wish I had my tether for right now, but I should get my tether back pretty quickly. I'm going to try and get my killing tally stacking, so I'm going to kill 3 enemies, so I get ×3. And then I can hopefully help out with the demolitionists. Let me try and drop a tether right there, because that'll get both of the demolitionists and all of the enemies that'll walk past that lane. Okay, I'm getting whacked in the back. So, I think time to... Uh-oh. This is not looking good. And everything is immune now because of the servitor. We need... Oh my god. That's a rough wave. Demolitionist plus a bunch of servitors. Yeah. That was a rough wave, I'm not gonna lie. We wiped, indeed. We wiped on wave, I think 23, 24, something like that. But I think a big thing to take away from that is I had a ridiculous amount of kills. Plus, up until that wave where we had a combination of demolitionists plus a ridiculous amount of servitors, we were in pretty solid shape, like near perfect shape where we had literally 0 close calls. We even had the wave with the Tormentor. We handled it perfectly. Like he wasn't close to our ADU in any capacity. We were perfectly fine. Even though we went down on wave 23, I feel like anyone who watched this can see that Graviton Lance was clearly very, very potent, that we had our tether basically up 95% of the time that we were playing the game. So I think this one's spectacular. I would highly, highly, highly recommend that y'all go and try it out. You know, go ahead and try it out and then come back to this video, let me know in the comments, or come to my live stream, twitch.tv/Mactics, and let me know what wave you got to using this build. And of course, if you want to submit your build to be reviewed, scroll down to the description below, click on the Discord server link to join my Discord server, and put it in the Will It Build channel so I can have a chance to check your build out and review it in one of these videos. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a great day.